It all begins with the mind. Do you find yourself dreaming your way to abundance? Do you seek freedom from financial apprehension? Do you feel that you have no financial control, just simply being blown along by the winds of life? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then by watching this series you are now on the right track. One thing's for sure, and that's without your imagination, and without dreaming, you are not going to get there. According to Buddha, the mind is everything. What you think you become. Have you ever wondered why some people with equal opportunities land up in such different places? One person is living in wealth with all the comforts of home, while the other person struggles to even pay their rent. Why the difference? It's simple, yet for far too many it remains a mystery. It's all about what you are thinking. If that sounds confusing, you aren't alone. The trouble is we create our reality by what we are thinking and dreaming. Here's a question. When you are talking with friends or family, how do you describe yourself? Your life? Are you always talking about how you struggle? Are you saying things like, I was never meant to be rich? Or are you talking about how great life is and how you have so much abundance? Which describes you? If you are the latter, you are in great shape. However, if you are the person who sees yourself as struggling, that's exactly where you will stay. We have ideas from our childhoods implanted deep into our subconscious, and if you want to change your future, you need to reprogram your subconscious mind. You need to see yourself as wealthy, having all that you wish, creating the riches that will fulfill your dreams. Every thought that makes its way to your subconscious, through any one of your senses, is recorded and filed in your brain. You can voluntarily implant any thought you would like into your mind, and your subconscious will eventually act on it. Your subconscious will dominate your desires and it will direct you. The thought data you input into your subconscious mind will set you up for failure or success. For living the life of a poor person or the life of a rich person. Your subconscious is never idle. If you don't take the time to send your desires to your subconscious, via your conscious mind, then it will feed on the negative thoughts that go through your mind. Both negative and positive impulses will reach your mind and create your destiny. The below teaching, of unknown origin but credited to the Native Americans, explains the way the subconscious works quite aptly. An old Cherokee is teaching his grandson about life. A fight is going on inside me, he said to the boy. It is a terrible fight and it is between two wolves. One is evil. He is anger, envy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego. He continued. The other is good. He is joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, and faith. The same fight is going on inside you, and inside every other person, too. The grandson thought about it for a minute and then asked his grandfather, which wolf will win? The old Cherokee simply replied, the one you feed. Are you going to feed your subconscious mind with thoughts of anxiety, poverty and struggle? Or are you going to instead put your focus toward abundance, success, and financial freedom? Imprinting your wildest dreams in your mind while upholding faith that your desires will become your reality. Start dreaming big today and tomorrow you can enjoy the rewards. So, which wolf do you intend to feed? Identify and replace negative thought patterns. Do you have a preconception about money and wealth that might stop you from achieving your goal to grow rich? There are many negative beliefs associated with money, and you'll need to start learning how to spot these negative thoughts as soon as they jump into your head. You shouldn't feel bad because you have these thoughts, but what you do need to do is change your subconscious belief system. Replace negative thought patterns such as, I'm always late, with a more positive pattern like, I was late today, but tomorrow I'm going to get up 15 minutes earlier to make sure I'm on time. It's okay for your first thought to be a negative one, but the point is to recognize the negative pattern and actively replace it with a more positive thought. Remove negative influences. Negative influences can come in several forms, from the unsupportive parents or spouse, to the time you spend watching TV or playing video games. Now, I'm not suggesting that you should disown your parents, or leave your spouse. However, you should try, where possible, to surround yourself with positive and like-minded people. You are the average of the 5 people you associate with most, so do not underestimate the effects of your pessimistic, unambitious, or disorganized friends. Timothy Ferriss says that, if someone isn't making you stronger, they're making you weaker. Those closest to you are often your biggest critiques, calling your ambitions unrealistic, or failing to support your endeavors, by suggesting that you are wasting your time. This is an unfortunate fact of life, but one that can be dealt with by merely paying lip service to their criticisms. If you find the opinions of others to be unfounded, or of little use to your bigger picture thinking, then do not let them stand in the way of your dreams. If criticism has no constructive merit, then learn to ignore it. With practice, your shell will harden, and you will grow stronger as a result. Everyone is capable of achieving their dreams. Do not let yours fail because of negative influences. Who do you spend time with? Criticizes or encourages? Goodyear says to surround yourself with those who believe in you. Your life is too important for anything less. Being a couch potato can also be a negative influence. Spending 2 hours per day watching TV amounts to 730 hours per year, or 29,200 hours over the course of 40 years. Imagine how much you could achieve if you spent that time actively creating wealth. If instead of watching TV, you were working for £10 per hour, you would earn an extra £7,280 per year, or £291,200 over the course of 40 years. And that doesn't account for compound interest. I am sure the time wasted on watching the evening news could be better spent taking action to achieve your goals. How the rich get rich. People like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, and Mark Zuckerberg didn't go to university for years, they didn't earn a degree, and yet they are some of the wealthiest people on the planet. So, what do they know that you don't? They know that you need to dream big. You need to imagine what it is you want, and how you want to get there. These men had a desire and they were motivated to act on it. They were not scared they would fail and they never gave up. They remained persistent from the beginning, and learned from adversity, overcoming challenges one hurdle at a time. None of them came from wealthy backgrounds, which means they also had much negative baggage going on in their subconscious. And, whether they realized at the time or not, they were teaching their subconscious a new way of thinking. They did not see themselves as poor or struggling. They did not see themselves as stuck. Far from it. They picked up an idea and they ran with it. The result wasn't just success, it was an amazing success, making them some of the richest people in the world. The great news is that you can be wealthy too. Now I know what you're thinking, I don't have any great ideas like Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg. But what you need to recognize is that you don't need an original idea at all. For example, most inventors don't make much money from their original ideas. It's those people who can successfully market and sell those inventions that make the real money. As long as there is a demand for what you are offering, you can create income relatively easily. You also need to remember there are many ways to achieve wealth, so you need to think about what's right for you. You need to really want it. You can't just dream about what it might be like to be rich. You must act to fulfill the desires in your heart and in your mind. You must want it so bad you are motivated to do whatever it takes to get there, and you aren't going to quit when you undoubtedly run into stumbling blocks along the way. You need to be ready to take some risks, especially when the potential reward outweighs the risk, and you are going to need to be ready to get in there and make it happen. But what does success mean? Success isn't just about having so much money you never have to worry again. Success isn't about getting a hospital wing named after you because you gave them money to help build it, because there's no real love there. Success is about what you can with that money to help better the world and others around you. Look at the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, or what U2, Oprah or Angelina Jolie have done. These are people that have enjoyed success because their monuments are not about them but rather about others. According to hundreds of others who have created success and become rich, you must make sure that your desires are clearly stated and write them down. Even if you have no idea about how you will achieve them, your subconscious will surely guide the way. It'll be the torch burning in the dark. And finally, you must be willing to take action to bring your ideas, desires and ideal life into being. According to Carrie Wilkinson, the longer you're not taking action, the more money you're losing. Think and Grow Rich. All around the world, thousands on thousands of people have achieved success because at some point they got their hands on a copy of Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. No doubt this one book has influenced more lives and played a key role in more fortunes than any other book of its kind. This incredible book helped many to accomplish their goals by unifying their thinking and giving them a clear road to success. Think and Grow Rich has changed many lives and remains valid year after year because it is based on a solid foundation. The fact is that you can start with nothing but an idea and grow rich. This is because of the extreme power of ideas, when backed by a defined purpose, a burning desire and persistence. In other words, if you can learn to control your mind, you can control your destiny. It is crucial that you understand the importance of the power of your subconscious mind. When you set your goals, you can reprogram your brain, teaching yourself to focus on what it is you want. Gaining wealth will become imprinted on your mind, a mind that will be constantly working on methods to get rich. You will discover that your belief system is gradually becoming reprogrammed and you'll begin to notice how you use your money and energy to help you grow wealthy. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill isn't a new concept, and yet it is still often referred to when we are talking about becoming rich. It's been well documented that many successful people have found their blueprint to success within Hill's book. Hill has packed his book with many quotes, which are excellent food for thought. Napoleon Hill says that, "Desire is the starting point of all achievement, not a hope, not a wish, but a keen pulsating desire which transcends everything." An excellent quote, explaining the burning desire needed to become rich. If you are simply wishing that you'll get rich, that your day-to-day struggles will end, and you'll instantly begin to enjoy the life you want, then you're likely to find disappointment. 10 years from now your life is likely to look much like it does today. Why has nothing changed? Because you simply did not have the desire to make it change. Desire burns in you constantly. It never goes out. It never disappears. There are all kinds of desires, and the wish to be rich is the focus for many. When a person has the desire to grow rich, it is on their mind all the time. They are constantly looking for what they can do to create an environment where they can make money, whether they consciously realize it or not. The person with desire will be analyzing everything they do, constantly thinking about their goal of becoming rich. When you have the desire, the message becomes planted into your subconscious mind and that becomes your focus. It becomes your drive and it becomes your reality. Suddenly you find that you have increased your earnings. But have you created wealth? Or are you still living from month to month? One thing is for certain, you must be in control of your money in order to create wealth, because as long as you are working for someone else, they control your wealth. So, once you have made the big step to dream big and start your own business venture, you are truly on your way to creating wealth. You now are in control of what your earnings look like. You are the driver behind the road to wealth. The daily ritual to take you from desire to reality. Picture exactly what it is that you want, use all your senses to imagine how this new reality feels, tastes, smells, sounds and looks like. Be specific about the little details. Repeat these imaginings several times throughout the day, and especially at night before sleep. By imagining, you're training your subconscious mind to focus on bringing about your visualizations while you rest. Ranking importance based on what your conscious, or thinking mind, inputs into it, kind of like a computer program. The subconscious part of your mind is so powerful, that once you input exactly what you desire, your conscious mind will receive subconscious prompts to make these dreams a reality. It's like a sat-nav for the mind. Enter your destination, and allow your mind to show you the route. Why is visualization so important? Well, for a start, everything that has ever been created by humankind, first started as a dream in the mind. Take the device you are watching, the couch you may be sitting on or the light in your room. Whether it be improving on existing idea or service in the market, or Edison's light bulb moment which built on thousands of his own failures to invent the incandescent bulb. It all started with a vision in someone's mind. The power of visualization is, therefore, the ultimate key to living the life you desire. When you visualize, these thoughts and feelings sink into your subconscious mind and act as a route planner on a level that you are not consciously aware of. Your subconscious will look for ways to reach what you desire. It will trigger your conscious mind to notice things that, before your visualizations, you would likely have dismissed. Our brains process an astronomical amount of data. Your subconscious will store, and highlight to your conscious mind, the information which it believes to be important. How you input the destination into the subconscious, is to imagine the life you want. Until practiced, you should sit or lay down somewhere quiet where you will not be disturbed. Picture the end goal, the final version of how you would like to be. Using the example of the house in the country, picture how it looks from the outside, and walk around it, making sure you view the picture from all angles. Take a deep breath and smell the air, feel the wind on your cheek, and touch the rose bushes that align the driveway. Hear how the gravel path crackles beneath your feet as you walk up to the grand doorway. Once inside, feel how heavy the door is as you begin to close it. Listen to the sound the iron latch makes as the door secures shut. Once inside, take off your shoes and feel how your feet sink into the plush carpet. Imagine how great it feels to live here. Practice these visualizations at least every night, and, before you know it, you'll be able to get in the zone whenever you like. Like and subscribe to the channel and visit the description to learn more. Follow the link for the next video.